yeah, Hurricon, and I've sort of been in contact with David Leal for a little bit. He's an awesome, awesome man. He's so talented. He drew like manga, and his artist is actually right here. So what he does is he writes the stories behind it, and it's just really and horrendous and stuff. Just the person who loves that.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. As Vienna said, this is David Leal. He's a manga author. I'm his editor. We're working together for about 3 years on the original graphic novel that he's conceptualized. We have with us here our artist Alfonso Garcia, who's in the front row. We put a little presentation together for you guys to get an idea of what we're doing and how David maintains his passion for the writing process. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and begin.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Leal. I'm 32 years old, and I'm a manga author. Besides having a muscular trophy, the disease, the weakening muscles over time.
I can understand maybe a little
I was born and raised in the Valley of Hurricon. I started writing when I lost the pieces of my hand. I used to like to go. I couldn't draw anymore. I found another way. I was writing. It's another art. So I'm writing a book.
We know there's a lot of feedback here, so, you know, once you get it, make sure you hear it.
It's called the Radiance of Romance. It's about 3 characters never change. The main character is based on myself. The one in the middle. And the other two
What? Oh my god!
are childhood friends.
Wait, what other father did he have?
One is a maid
What father did he have? You know,
and one is a singer. So David has to decide which one to choose. What inspires you? Anime, of course, and movies, fever. And my brother, that's sitting over there. And then my friend Frankie and Freddie. My closer family, my grandma, and places like Japan, and life. My life is full of love, my family, and my friends. Tips on keeping focus throughout the writing process. Keep your thought process open. Think of different plot scenarios. Watch out the things you would like to do. Like for me, is walking, drawing, and flying. How to overcome writer's block. Step away from writing and focus on something else. Like watch movies, listen to music, or even go outside. Process on my manga. The manga has been written. There are over 30 chapters. We have an artist that's right here, Alfonso Garcia, working with us, and he has nearly completed the drawings. We are looking for a second artist to help ink in the drawings and customize it for publishing. We will be publishing through Create Space. Here's some artwork on the manga.
I'll give you a little overview of each of them. Alfonso drew them pencil sketches, and Alfonso's here. We'll probably have a couple more chat for a little bit afterwards. But the first scene you can see is David laying in his bed, deliberating between the two girls. You know, love triangles are very common. I'm sure that many of us have probably been at one time in our life or the other. The second one is Canary, which is the singer on a beautiful part in Japan. And in the middle there is Sayuri, who's happens to be David's maid, and you know, the other end of the love triangle.
Here's another scene.
This is another scene. This is called Night at the Lake. This is David and Sayuri having a romantic moment in the water. Also done by Alfonso, a talented artist. I'm going to take over for a bit and just tell you a little bit about Create Space. How many of you have heard of Create Space? Okay, fair show of hands. So basically this is a free website. You're probably wondering, it's free, how do they make their money? Well, it was acquired by Amazon, which I know we all heard of Amazon. So Amazon uses their network and their clout, if you will, to go ahead and market the books and distribute them. The way that artists earn money, or writers, or any kind of producers, is when the books sell, when they get a royalty amount. It's a little formula that has to get worked out. You come up with your price, so you want to do a little bit of a markup because, for example, let's say we're saying $11 for a price, right? Amazon might take 7, so it means you make 4. But the more you sell, you know, the more that you'll make, and if it goes international, there's a premium on the royalty. It's also for books, DVDs, CDs, and more. So we're working with them. Alfonso has published through them. I work with another client who published them before also. It's very, very efficient. They have guidelines, so of course I monitor the content. If it's something that's, you know, not right or questionable, or let's say anything against the government and stuff like that, they're not going to publish you. But I mean, they're pretty helpful. They also work at many levels. You can submit your work, or they have editing services also and writing services.
And Mom, your name is Lord, that you remain. So ask away.
Anybody have any questions? Yes?
When writing for an artist in comics or manga, how do you make sure that the artist is drawing things the way that you're seeing them? Any tips for that process and making sure that you and the artist, like, when you see the girl, you both see her the same way?
Right. Great question. You want to speak on that a little bit? Yeah, what he wants to explain is the way we found Alfonso. Actually, we found him at another convention. I think it was it here? It might have been, because we go to many, MusuCon, SuperCon, you know, Animate Miami. And David's best friend, who was pictured in one of the photos, you know, kind of went around and getting cards from people. Alfonso was one of the cards that we got. And we spoke with him, and, you know, we asked him to come and meet with David. David lives in Hialeah. Alfonso's in Plantation, so Alfonso came down to meet us. And it was just remarkable because based on, you know, we gave Alfonso the actual manuscript of the book, and he read a few chapters, and he was able to literally bring it to life, you know? He's so gifted, he was able to draw what David sees. So when David saw the character renditions, it was as he had pictured it. So that was kind of a divine thing. But in terms of, you know, what you're asking also, you know, we made some, you know, Alfonso would say, okay, do you like this? Or should we make some adjustments? Or emotionally, like, who is the character? What do they like? What do they don't like? You know, stuff like that. Oh, we also talk through Skype quite often. Yeah. But the emotion is a big thing. It's not just red hair, you know, eye color, body type. It's, you know, what is she like? What is she not like? How does she feel? Is she, you know, is she selfish? You know, all those things go into creating a character. Any other questions?
When are you gonna complete the project?
Well, okay, that's a great question, Eloy. There is a bit of a challenge because, well, there's two things. Alfonso and I are David's support team. I'm going to have Alfonso come up here after I'm done speaking, actually, so he can say a few things. And we're both teachers. You know, I'm a writer also for other endeavors, so our time is a bit limited. But as we said, the book has been written, it's done. He has done the drawings. We've now been looking for help to ink the drawings, you know, so that we can send everything to Create Space. So that's where we are right now. Hopefully, you know, soon we'll reach our goal. Yeah. So we've been trying, you know, a little bit of social media promotion and things of that nature. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. We'll be happy to hear that, but that's where we are with that. Okay. Alfonso, can you just come up for just maybe 3 or 4 minutes and just tell us a little bit about what you do with the whole process? And
So much pressure.
no, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Go ahead.
So what I have to tell you.
Well, what do you like about working on the book with David? You know, what got you interested in the story, things like that?
Well, the thing I like about David's
What's
story.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think everyone can hear me. And everyone can hear me.
I talk loud, so you know. Come over here, Alfonso.
The microphone.
Okay, we're all friends here. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry.
Well, the thing is, I like about David's story is it's very interesting how the characters come across. Can spoil a few things.
Yeah. Right, he doesn't know. Since the book is in publication process, we don't want to give any spoilers, but
Yeah.
he loves the story.
Well, yeah, I do like the story. It's very interesting. So I just got very commitment drawing their stories. I also taking my time commitment to get home and draw as well. But like she said, that we're both teachers. I work at being an art teacher at Christian Academy. I also work at Publix and I also work from the conventions. Basically 3 jobs.
Most artists are like that.
Yeah. And thank you for Dad who helped me and supported me and stuff like that. Thanks, Dad. So the thing I like about David's story is kind of like complex event.
Because he's saying there's twists and turns. You never really know what's going to happen next. I think one other thing that we should talk about, this is actually one of David's nurses, Maria. He said in the beginning that, you know, he has muscular dystrophy, so I don't know if you guys have any questions about, you know, what that is and how it affects someone and what keeps him going through it. You know, Maria, do you want to
muscular dystrophy, basically born with it. It's a disease that really attacks the muscles, so it starts becoming weaker, and the muscles kind of say like fade away in a sense. David doesn't have the use of his hands, wrist, he can't walk or anything, but he has complete sensation. He feels everything, and it doesn't affect his mind, obviously. Very, very smart. He was born with it, so it's a very, very slow process. I think he does very well with it. There's nothing David doesn't do when he puts his mind to it. If anybody has any questions regarding
you guys have any questions or do you wonder anything? No? Yes.
How often would you guys recommend it to other creative groups who want to start up their own online comics or do whatever other distribution? How often would you recommend people get together and actually work out everything? I'm sure you said you would meet on Skype, but how often would you say in a week or so?
Okay. Good question. Thank you. I actually see him in person once a week for 2-hour sessions. Alfonso's in Plantation, so we Skype him in occasionally because of the distance. But at least once a week, you know. Initially, you have to sit down and lay out all the groundwork. You know, there's different ideas coming in, and then you set like a project plan. And the best way for it to get accomplished is to stick with it. But any of you that are writers or artists will know that it's an evolutionary process. You know, things change, or you come in one day and you'll say, oh no, you know, I want to, you know, make this, you know, a different option or whatever the case is. It just takes a lot of faith, you know, a lot of faith and commitment. So that's pretty much it. Keep going. I wanted to ask also, how many of you are UM students or affiliated with the University of Miami? Anybody in here? Okay, go Canes. I am also an alumni, graduated in 1998. So that's my UM connection. But it's really good to see that, you know, after you finish school there, you can go out and you can do things. There's a huge Canes network. You'll see it well after you graduate. It's great for me to be able to give back. And I was a business major. I was always a writer at heart. I didn't go professional until I was about 20 years old. So it's almost 20 years ago, believe it or not. But I'm happy to give David this platform to, you know, be able to express himself. It's called David's Anime Otaku. Otakus, sorry. So he has followers there. He also works with another book called The Humble Idiot.